Hello and welcome back to Jackknives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jackknives. I wanted to do something a little more fun, so once again we're doing a theme month. So welcome to the first ever Disneyland Month. When you think of Disneyland, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it a specific character? Is it a type of food? Is it the never-ending waiting in line and suffering of your wallet? No. The reason we go to Disneyland is for the rides. So I decided let's focus on the movies based off of the iconic rides. Starting off with the ride that I believe that everyone has taken at least once in their life. May even be the first ever ride that most people have ever taken, period. Jungle Cruise. In the 16th century, Spanish conquistadors traveled to South America in search of the Tears of the Moon, a mythical tree whose petals can cure any illness, injury, or curse. Most of them die in the jungle, with only a few nursed with the flower by a local tribe. However, they destroy the village and are cursed to never die, but never leave the riverbanks either. Cut to 1916, Dr. Lily Houghton, her brother McGregor, and boat captain Frank Wolf now set forth and explore the same jungle facing many dangers, all trying to get the petals that have cost so many lives. So when you think of Jungle Cruise as a ride, you think of, jungles, crazy wild animals, evil witch doctors or native tribes coming after you, shooting blow darts. Basic, generic, fun, old-fashioned jungle adventure. This movie doesn't really do much with that. It has elements that are good. It just doesn't execute them proper. Emily Blunt is one of those actresses who I don't feel really gets enough credit or dues as how good she really is. I think of her in the same vein that I would a Gary Oldman. No matter what the role is, no matter how silly, stupid, funny, or serious it is, she puts 110% on every role she's ever done. And bless her heart, she is trying her damnedest to make this movie work. Unfortunately, it's not really worth her efforts as far as a script is concerned. It's very paint by numbers. It at times has a good visuals and at times has horrible visuals. The juxtaposition between the two is so slap across the face. It's just generic. It's so generic as an action film that it has the king of bland action films himself, Dwayne Johnson, starring in it. As many people know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. However, putting my biases aside of The Rock as a wrestler, Dwayne Johnson, the actor, the action movie actor, mind you. When you think of an action movie star, you think of names along the lines of Schwarzenegger, Willis, Stallone, and those are just some from the 80s, but even in the modern day, Vin Diesel, Keanu Reeves, you think of a lot of different action movie stars. What about them makes them appealing? They're appealing because they're relatable. They're relatable to the point where you go, oh, that's fun. I want to be around this guy. I actually quote this specific movie, even if it's whatever. Can you look me in the eye and tell me one single, solitary line, memorable line of dialogue that Dwayne Johnson has ever said in an action film? You can't, can you? And yet all I hear about is how he's this amazing, iconic action star. Is he, though? Really think about that. And this movie is a perfect example of his limited to no acting range. Because this is a role that could work with the right actor. A ship captain who's mysterious, who clearly has been battle-hardened, who maybe you can or can't trust, but you have to rely on him. Dude, the role is written for action movie character actors. There are so many characters that could pull this off. Dwayne Johnson ain't one of them. He is just as bored as we are to watch him. But he is just a symptom of the problem with this film. No, the problem with this movie lies solely in the script, in that there's not much of one. It's just scene to scene. The flower, there's some people chasing them, they're cursed, that's it. Well, first of all, it's really boring. And second of all, I understand why this got released both on Disney Plus and in movie theaters at the same time, because I couldn't imagine paying money to see this damn movie. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe for little kids this is interesting, but for such an iconic ride to be associated with such a bland film, it just feels sad. It's a real bummer to start off this month. I give Jungle Cruise 2 out of 5. Have you seen Jungle Cruise? Let me know in the comments down below. Come back next time for more Disneyland Month.